my channel. Welcome to an unveloping of Thread Club. This is the August Thread Club. And I'm opening it because I am about to record my floss tube. And I want to be able to show everything. Alright, so I get four thread clubs from my local needle store, my L&S. And I get one of the silk over soie, and this is d'Alger. The other one you can get from the club is the 100.3 on the bobbins. I don't like the bobbins, so I stopped getting them. Now these are the balance of colors for the month. Okay, and I will try and show you in as much detail. So 512 is this gorgeous green. Actually, what I will do is zoom this camera. So you're going to feel a little bit fuzzy when it comes to looking down at the background here, but you want the foreground. So 512 is this gorgeous limey green. And sometimes the front camera will give me a better color than the overhead, which is why I show both in as much detail as possible. 514, that's quite, it's a funny green. It's almost metallic-y looking. It's quite pea soup-ish, maybe. Yeah. There you go. 514, 515. Getting into a more dull green. The front camera is giving a better color than the overhead camera of what it's really like. It's kind of dirty kind of green. Then this one is a muddy, very much matte green, 516. Very kind of khaki green. The overhead camera is giving a better image. The face camera is giving it more of a shine. It's quite matte in that kind of camouflage green. That's the green I'm looking for. And then 523, which is mustardy in color. Front camera is giving the better color than the overhead of this one. So it's the mustardy yellow there, 523. That is the silk. Alright, Classic Colorworks. Now these are actually originally sent out alphabetically, and they have continued to be alphabetical in the main as much as possible. However, if Carolyn hasn't got the colour in stock, she'll skip it and then catch up back on it. So you may get some alphabet out of sequence. Excuse me. Now, I store these in Stash Cache in the app Stash Cache, and I have it as Classic Colorworks CCT167, and then it says the name Chili Pepper. So that's how I store it in my app. Now let's see how I hold this so you get the best. All right, the face camera is giving that gorgeous color of the chili pepper. You can see the orange and the red. It's like an awesome capsicum. The overhead is not giving quite that same variation, and it's, yeah, the face camera is really bringing that out. That's gorgeous chili pepper. I have loved working with these variegated flosses. I've been doing a few projects now with a variegated floss, and wow, when you stitch with these, it's almost like going back to DMC is like, you're just boring. DMC really is boring. This one is called Chesapeake Bay. Chesapeake Bay being 4 hours south of New York, I have found. I did some Googling, but it is grey. It's more like the grey in the front camera than the overhead. Chesapeake Bay is 4 hours south of New York. I was watching Chesapeake Shores on TV and was curious how this woman could commute from New York to Chesapeake Shores. How far away is it? Alright, this one is called Cherry Tomato. I actually think I might have this already. It is more like the overhead camera. Alright, it is more pink than the orange of the face cam that it's showing. Okay, much more pink, but you can see the variation as well in the overhead camera. It is very cherry tomato-ish. This one is Cherry Cobbler. I don't think I've got Cherry Cobbler. I've got one of the other cobblers. This is a red. The front camera is showing much more orange. It is more accurate on the overhead camera. And that is the Cherry Cobbler. Chai. I think I might have this as well. It's a fine. I'm quite happy to double up on these. Chai is a pale brown, almost silver. Gee, that's a tough one. I think it's more like the overhead. The face cam is showing a little bit more brown than it actually is, even into the orange tone. So I think the overhead is a better image. And cerise. Cerise is a pink. Variegation coming through there. Really showing well on the overhead with that variegation. But the face cam does show a lot of the variegation, but it's a little bit... Ooh, a tough one. Which color is more accurate? Sorry, holding it is the most awkward part. I think it's more accurate on the face cam, that pink. And then you've got the lesser of the pink variegation coming through. Yeah, face cam is better on that one. Alright. That is classic Colorworks. There you get the 6 threads each club. You can have all of these clubs consolidated, so it's mailed to you in one like mine. Or you can get them mailed individually. Now, I think Carolyn had recently said on her site she's not shipping to the EU anymore, or right now, because of whatever COVID restrictions are on international mail. It might not just be reliable enough. But you can get these as an international customer and enjoy them. However, 3 of these are American, so if you have a US stockholder, then you might be better off getting from there. This is Cinnabar. Cinnabar is Weeks Dye Works. This collection is Weeks Dye Works. That is definitely better on the overhead cam. It's not as orange as the face cam is showing. It's quite pink in tone. Okay. The next one is Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum is quite orange. Kind of rusty orange. Not quite as vibrant orange as the face cam is showing, so it's more like the overhead. This one is Chickpea. I don't think my chickpeas were ever this color, but anyway. Nice bit of variegation coming through there. It is more like the face cam, more of the golden kind of color, and you can see some of the variegation coming through on the overhead, just the lighter and the darker tones. Cherub is pink. Again, nice variegation. Better color from the face cam, but it's more pink than orange. A bit pinker than the overhead is showing. Some of the cameras just don't like certain colors. It's just down to resolution and all that kind of thing. Cherry Vanilla is pink, and the variegation in that is amazing. And it is more like the face cam, I think. But you can see how light and dark that difference is. That would stitch up amazingly well. Like really, really amazing. Cherub, if you can see that variegation there, it's lovely and subtle. No, you can't. Chartreuse is this fluoro green yellow with a little bit of light and dark through there. More like the overhead on that. But let me show you. You can see the variegation there in the overhead in those 2 pinks. So that's Weeks Dye Works. we're still only on C. Some of these clubs, there's over 400 threads in. I think it might be the Silk Club. I haven't actually done my homework, and I'm sure I could ask Carolyn. I did email her and say, hey, how many months are in these? And she goes, whatever they were. Some are quite small and some are huge. Like you're just going to be collecting for years if you want the whole collection. All right. Gentle Arts threads. Now there are two collections within the Gentle Arts threads. There are the Simply Shakers and there are the regular sampler threads. So Simply Shakers. We've got Brick Path. Ooh, okay. This is pretty. We have red and green. I'm gonna have to change the camera. All right, reds and greens coming through there. That's gorgeous. It looks a bit too brown on the face cam. The overhead cam, I'm just trying to twist so that red comes out. There's some red bleeding through. It's gorgeous. Crystal Lake is really subtle. It's a kind of blue-gray. More grey on the face cam. It's showing up to blue on the overhead. So face cam for that one. This one is Deep Forest, another Simply Shaker. It's green, like the... Ooh, tough one, that one. I think it's green like the face cam. And there is a little subtle change. Sure, Sophie, bye. Alright, Creek Bed. Ooh, this is another green, brown mottled face cam. Face cam. Oh, that's gorgeous. The green and the brown, so subtle. There are some conversion charts that you can get that you can substitute these for. Now I'm not sure if they do the Gentle Arts, GAST, as you can abbreviate it to. Oh, this one's gorgeous. This one is current. I actually do have this. And it works up so nicely. Lovely purple cherry red like the face cam there. Alright, and last one is Daffodil. Very, very pale daffodil. Lemon yellow with a lovely subtle shift from the buttery yellow to the lemon yellow face cam on that one as well. Alright, so there you go. There is the August collection. I love these. I love being able to go through my stash and go, what have I got? What can I create? Having designers incorporate any of these into your patterns has been amazing. So I've got Weeks Dye Works and Gentle Arts in my Autumn in Stars Hollow. Not many. I think there's only maybe 6 colours of Weeks Dye Works, if even that, maybe 5. The Night Garden had a lot more Gentle Art threads in it. Let me get you focused. And then the Harry Potter Letters from Hogwarts. No, sorry, not Letters from Hogwarts. Frogwarts by Black Needle Society had Gentle Arts and Weeks Dye Works through it. Now, there is a trick with using these on the cards. What I found with Weeks Dye Works is this, and I was shown this by my Stitchy girls. One trick you can do is just take a scissors simply and cut at the bottom loop. They give you very short strands though, and I don't like working in a strand twice that length. It's too short for me. So what I have ended up doing is taking it all out. This is 5 yards. Folding it in half, folding it in half, folding it in half. It ends up with double that length. And then I put that through the card, snip the loop at the bottom, and then use those lengths. And it's a nice working length. It actually works out that it's about 1 yard in length, and then double up its half yard. So it's a great working length for that. You don't need to do that with these though. The Gentle Arts, what did I do with the Gentle Arts? I might have done that as well with the Gentle Arts. It was that little bit too short. And what I would do with the Gentle Arts, now that's longer, feels much longer. Hang on, it's not longer. Weird. Maybe I did. Oh yes, what I did with that is I take it out here, get the loop here, and loop that through. Okay. So loop this through. Now I work pretty exclusively now with Ziploc bags. So this then gets put into a Ziploc bag. But what I do then is there is still, sorry, there's open ends here now. So I then will either pull out one chunk of 6 here and put it on the other end, or just pull out the one and you just slide it through, and it gives you that as your working length. So that's just over my forearm in length, and for me that's just a perfect length. Now I know with the variegation, some people don't like having it mixed, so you might pull out 2 threads, marry the colors up identically, and then do your stitching. And then there's a difference whether or not you do the Danish style or whether you do the English style. So if you stitch your whole row on the first cross and then go back and finish your cross on the second pass, that will give you a different variegation coming through than your finish a stitch. So do a full cross, next stitch, do a full cross, next stitch. The subtlety, yeah, I think you get stripes when you do it the full cross, and then you get much more subtle variegation. Now I did it with English style, I think, doing the full rows. I can never remember the names. Don't ask Daddy. I did it doing the full rows, and Twilight was stunning on my Savor Life piece. So if you want to see that, go check out my Instagram photos. Yeah, so there you go, Thread Club and how to get the floss working for you in a really handy dandy way. I haven't used the silks yet. I haven't worked on converting any of those, and the collection is quite small. I'm still working on putting those into the stash cache and actually saying whether it's green, blue, whatever the predominant color might be, so that I know that 515 is green as opposed to 217 being blue. So I have an idea where I'm actually going to go look. If you do follow me on Instagram, yesterday's photo for the common threaded stitcher hashtag is actually floss storage. So my long-term storage is actually just a Sistema box. It's going to have to morph out of that because it's actually outgrown my one box. I've just got it in a small tray, to be honest, but I need to separate it out because it's getting too big for the box that I have it in. So yeah, you'll get to see that on Instagram in the next day. I'll probably get it uploaded. It'll be uploaded by the time this video goes out. But there you go, there's my Thread Club for August. So if you're interested, the link will be in the description, and it will get mailed out to you every month from the Tasmanian store, and you can collect these, but it's a way of having all of the threads available to you from each of these companies. So there's Classic Colorworks Thread Club, Weeks Dye Works, Avera Soie d'Alger, Avera Soie 100.3, and the Gentle Arts threads, both the Simply Shaker and the sampler threads. So you can get both of those collections, and there's subtle differences between the Simply Shakers and the sampler threads. So you get to see those, but they are over dyes, and they are all from the US companies. Where am I going? Not that way. They're all US based over dyers, and Avera Soie is French. Okay, I'll leave you to it. Thank you for watching, and bye for now. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand.